Irrational. The first speech is Irrational. Renee, welcome.
Get away from here. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Banana phobia? It's a real fear. May not be your fear or your fear, but it's somebody's. I know it's true. It's on the internet. Along with the fear of spiders, dentists, elevators, and of course, public speaking, which is why many of us are here in Toastmasters. I'm sure as Toastmasters, you're all familiar with table topic phobia. Let's face it, giving a 2-minute impromptu speech for table topics is enough to create fear in any Toastmaster. Does me. Phobias. Phobias. An object or situation that creates intense fear when you come in contact with it. It's often irrational because it generally doesn't pose any real danger except for in our mind. For instance, as a child, did anyone else besides me check your closet, under the bed, behind the door, and still take that flying leap onto your bed just to avoid that whatever's underneath grabbing your ankle as you climbed in? Irrational. Or maybe you were one of the brave ones who didn't need to check anything and just casually climb into bed. Well, I have a confession. I never quite got over that fear. And I realized that it was becoming a problem when I ended up in the ER with 5 stitches on my head, all from jumping way too fast onto my bed to avoid being grabbed, that I hit my head on the wall. They had a good laugh at my expense when they found out why I was jumping onto my bed in the ER. So, irrational. Well, I needed to do something. I needed help. So I consulted the expert, one who's there 24/7 with immediate advice. Hey Siri, how do I overcome phobia? I have 3 suggestions for overcoming phobias. Number 1, avoidance. Number 2, join a Phobaholics Anonymous group, a 13-step program. Would you like me to find one in your area? No thanks, Siri. Number 3, practice facing your fear. Do you have any other questions? No, I'm good. Practice facing my fear, that childhood fear. Now, just to clarify, I don't actually check under my bed in my closet every night. It's just in certain situations, like when I'm home alone overnight. Now, I actually love being home alone. I set up my latest project on the kitchen table. I put on a romantic movie and I am in my happy place. Yeah. Until it gets to be around midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and all those quiet, comforting outside noises like the traffic and distant trains are gone. Did you ever notice how eerie silence can be? And how your house has these sounds that you never noticed before, such as the clink of that ice machine or the bang or knocking of the furnace. The basement won't catch me down there after dark. I don't know about you, but not me. And even though I've checked it about 5 times during the day, and there is no window or door from the outside going into the basement. Irrational. Well, when my husband goes out of town, I am forced to face this fear. Avoidance is no longer an option for me because My neighbors got tired of me showing up at midnight in my purple fuzzy pajamas. Can I please stay here? I'm scared. So I had to face this fear. Here's what I do. Now, if you have the same fear, you might want to take notes. First of all, I make sure all the lights are on, inside and out. I check the closets and under the beds. I put a chair under each of the doorknobs. I put some music on just to drown out those house noises. And I also, since I have double doors in my bedroom and a chair does not work under the double doors, here's what I found works. I just tie my hairband around the doorknobs and it works great. Then, of course, I take that flying leap onto my bed, just in case, and armed with my key fob and my cell phone by my bed, I just lie there with my eyes wide open, ears alert, just waiting for the break of dawn. Now, I find that there is a lot of truth to facing your fear, because if I'm home alone for more than a couple days, I get that burst of bravado, and I don't put chairs underneath the doors, and I even leave my bedroom doors open. So there's hope. My friends, if you face any type of phobia, I encourage you to follow Siri's advice. Practice facing your fears. If it's a fear of public speaking, join Toastmasters. Mr. Contest Chair.
Yes.